Let's see here. Welcome to Team Batman Games, where I'm the Batman and you guys are the team, and I'm gonna later connect these two videos in order for it to completely not make any sense at all. But anyway, how about I accidentally pressed the one to like slowly. I need to let this man go. I need to let this man go. I'm not trying to kill you, man. What's good, man? You alright? You good? Bro, you was tripping, man. I don't know what you was up to, my guy.
I will not let you down, my boy.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
Who Dr. Strickland is? I can you up. I can make sure your shit.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Ooh. Well, I'm glad you are. Yeah. But
do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
let's see here.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Share scientific and medical knowledge to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely...
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea.
Yep.
But with your arrival, I can't think of a better
I need to
opportunity
do
to
some
learn about
collabs
blood
now that I'm
transfusion.
back. I feel like Daniel Bryan, like once he like came back, the Russell, you know. I just hope they do a lot of good things with Daniel Bryan, other than this big cat stuff, especially after this big cat stuff. Cause I mean, like, yeesh. Okay, I think that's great.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Alright.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my
Well,
personal
I had two
research.
PSNs, one PSN Team Batman Games, and my personal ones, Miles Club 27. You feel free to add me on both. Really, it's just at the time I made the Team Batman Games one, I was getting like a bunch of friend requests. It was like pretty much once I was like hot. Ooh, missing ingredient. Oh, new investigation. Oh, anyway.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude.
Anyway, that's my PSN.
I'm convinced that
Miles
this
Club
epidemic
27
is
is my personal.
a test of endurance and dedication for us.
Capital
men of
M,
science.
Questions
capital
remain
C.
about our capacity to resolve.
Team Batman Games is capital T, capital B, capital G.
Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Yeet.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
What the is his story?
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Oh,
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Aykroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping...
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings.
it's interesting. Interesting indeed.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what a blundering...
Ha! I knew this was your note. Boy, boy, oh boy, I might still murder you.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
I felt really bad. Like, I accidentally pressed L1 and I was like, boom! Hypnotized. Could have led you in that alley, boy, and I could have killed you, boy. Well, I feel guilty.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Wow.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
And so do I. That would have been savage. Asking all these questions, making statements, assuming just to kill you. Let me see how your blood is, my homie. That is a... Dang, that is 1,000 XP. Oh, man, that was... Man, your blood can't get much better, man. I'm gonna keep you alive, though. Let me see how you is. You sick? Wow. Man, these... Oh, of course you 6,000. You the main dude. If I kill you, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You was only 500, so there was that. Man, I have to ignore all of this, all these people.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids.
Liz
I
Zeppelin?
found her body.
I mean, Liz Zeppelin period raw wild on band.
Tell me
man.
more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915.
Not 1915,
I was in the army,
but 85?
building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps.
Yeah, 85.
Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Dang, I'm sorry, homie. Nope, still, I'm about to say, like, he's filled up to the brim, so he can't get much better.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book. Never could keep anything.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
No, but I can help you now, kid.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. But I'm fine, thank you.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
What that's supposed to mean?
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Okay. She charged?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
I got you. I might even kill her. You never know.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
You're right.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Okay. Okay. You know, okay.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Don't waste your time with me.
At least you know that I'm gonna waste your time by talking to you.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Alright, now I know I'm gonna talk to you some more. Matter of fact, let me see how much you have. Loss of blood quantity 350 each. Okay.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
That's nice.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured, you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
You're right. You're right. So painful that
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Guess I'll talk to you later.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Boy, how many times you gonna tell me that?